I am Broken Matt Hardy, and this magnificent video broadcast is dedicated to one of my favorite YouTubers in the multiverse. Yes, and that is you, Alyx. Yes, Alyx. First and foremost, my friend, I must tell you, your YouTube channel is absolutely wonderful. Yes, I have seen it, and your wrestling reviews are some of the greatest in all of space and time. Yes, you are making the multiverse proud, Alyx. Yes, and to anyone out there that has not had a chance to espy Alyx's YouTube channel, you should right now. His channel name is just Alyx, and he reviews wrestling. Go there, check out his content. You will find it absolutely stupendous. Yes. Keep up the great work, my friend. You are winning in your battles in the Great War. Yeah.
Initiating login sequence. Welcome to Alyx's world.
Do you feel it? Do you taste it? Do you smell it? Welcome to Alyx's world, baby! A safe space for wrestling fans like you. We are here to talk about what was easily the best AEW Dynamite episode so far of 2023. Man! From Adam Cole, baby, versus MJF, that opening match was a masterpiece. A masterpiece. That is definitely going to lead to a rematch. I have a controversial take about the result of that rematch. The ending. Oh, that trios match. You already knew it was going to be crazy because it's the BCC, the Blackpool Combat Club, and the Elite. They had a classic at the pay-per-view, so of course they had a banger in the main event. You saw the returns of Eddie Kingston. You saw the return of Kenny Omega, and you saw the re-debut, or I guess return, of Will Ospreay. They're going to hold off Kota Ibushi for a different event. Probably Forbidden Door, but can't wait for it. That's when we should get it, actually. Oh man, that's going to be dope. Can't wait for that. That was a crazy closer. So we had a strong beginning, a strong ending. And guess what? The rest of the show was strong. God damn, this show was awesome. Shout out to Washington, D.C. for being a great crowd. They pretty much sold it out. It was only around 5,000 or so, but they sounded like 20,000. Hot crowds help your show. We got more matches announced for Forbidden Door. Matches like Jungle Boy Jack Perry competing for the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship against Sanada. MJF will defend his belt whether he wants to or not against the Ace, Hiroshi Tanahashi. And we got more matches announced for Collision this Saturday, including a hype video package. God, I'm so excited for CM Punk. Man, AEW's back. The momentum has shifted back to AEW. Because I'm sorry, I was miserable watching Raw. Raw was awful. I saw someone reviewing the show, I think either it was yesterday. I think it was actually yesterday. This is an actual statement, and I'm not making this up. He said, Raw was hard to sit through, but it was a good show. What? How do those two things work? If Raw was hard to sit through, how can it be a good show? It wasn't a good show. Aren't you sick and tired of sitting through shit and telling yourself it's good, letting these fucktards gaslight you, make you feel like shit for not liking the show that was bad? Well, I'm giving you permission to enjoy a show that is obviously, without question, undisputedly, that's how you use the word WWE, undisputedly one of the best Dynamites I have seen since its tenure. This was a wild episode. So much to talk about, so much to get into. And what I love about this particular episode was that there were no dips. There were no dips. Everything had direction, had purpose. There was a story to everything involved. Every person that is going to be on the pay-per-views, maybe even Collision, had a storyline going for it. It was outstanding. Outstanding. It is one of those shows that just make you proud to be a wrestling fan. I could not wait to come up here and talk about it. And I'm not going to wait any time longer. Y'all want to get to this review? Because I'm ready. We do have a hot topic to get to. We'll talk about BJ Whitmer. Some of you went, who? BJ Whitmer was a former producer. And I say former producer of AEW because he was fired for domestic violence, strangulation, burglary, a multitude of crimes. And he was replaced by everyone's favorite, Jimmy Jacobs. Wait a minute.
Here comes the hype train for Forbidden Door and Collision, with an amazing Dynamite.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Super Chat champion, nickname Mai, with the $50 Super Chat, has spoken. Keep this in mind. His championship belt will be on the line next Sunday. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say that you guys don't stand a chance, because I said that last time, and then Franklin Torres came up and gave us one of the greatest, if not the greatest, matches in terms of Super Chat Championship matches this channel has ever seen. Those two went back and forth. Because you see, Nickname Mai elevates that championship and has elevated that championship to a status that will never, perhaps ever reach again. He is the tribal chief of Alyx's world. So, acknowledge him. And we acknowledge you. But he's right, man. The hype train is here. They wasted no breath, no room, no seconds. They used this show to hype everything. Collision, Forbidden Door, and it looks like even Rampage is going to be fire. Next week is going to be fire. Collision is going to be great this week. Can't wait for that. Oh, man, AEW. If you thought AEW was struggling, they about to light this bitch on fire. It's time. I cannot wait. Let's start the talking. All right? Let's get to the shout-outs. Let's pay these bills. And let's get right to the show. If this is the first time you're watching me, do me a solid favor. Like the video, subscribe, and click that bell to catch all my content when it comes out. Wow, you're at it. Help expand the brand by doing the following things. Join the membership, click that join button, and get the opportunity to request a video of your choosing. Whether it's a live reaction, hot topic, or review, past, present, or future. Also, don't forget to give thanks. Hit that super thanks. If you would like to donate after the fact, you can. Also, like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, just Alyx Central. Give me a follow on Instagram, give me a follow on Spotify, and give me a follow on TikTok, for I am the tickest of the talkest. Also, check me out on Cameo and get your requests in today for Alyx's World. Also, email me at justalyxsworld@gmail.com for business inquiries, just to stay high, and please get yourself a t-shirt today at Pro Wrestling Tees and Teespring, get you an old school Deluxe Man t-shirt, get you a new school Alyx's World t-shirt, but most importantly, get you a blonde hair, blue eyes, apple pie. America is the remix. The remix. T-shirt made by It's Janox and Firestar Heart. All this down below in the description box. And by the way, don't forget to donate using PayPal, Patreon, Cashapp, and Venmo. And yes, Super Chats are on, as you've seen, with the Super Chat champ leading the way. Cannot wait to get your thoughts on this show. I'm not even going to waste your time with the sponsorship. The sponsorship is Surfshark. You need a VPN to protect you? I can get you Surfshark for a discount plus 3 months free. How, Sway? I'm glad you asked. How's about we get a quick word from this sponsor so we can finally get to this goddamn awesome episode of AEW Dynamite. And of course, shout out. Today's video is sponsored by Surfshark VPN. When you're doing business on the web, having a VPN is almost essential, and many agree there's no better service than Surfshark. Let me tell you why. Surfshark provides you 24/7 protection from hackers, data leaks, malware, and even allows you free access to movie streaming services in different countries. I personally appreciate Surfshark's ability to block all malware websites and scan all downloads for potential viruses. You just never know what could impact your online experience, and navigating has become a lot more safer because of this service. So today, if you visit the link surfshark.deals/justalex and use the promo code JustAlex, you not only get 83% off your monthly payments, but you'll get an extra 3 months for free. This is a massive deal that many of you should take up while it's here. So don't wait, feel safe, get protected by Surfshark today. Alright, thank you all so much for joining me here. Nice crowd for tonight. That's what you get when the show is banging. You could have been anywhere here on YouTube. You could have been literally watching any other broadcast telling you how awesome this episode was. You chose me, so I'm going to give you the best episode possible. So do me a solid favor. Please like the video. It is imperative that you hit that like button, because the more you like the video, the more opportunities I will be given to be recommended here on YouTube. So please help boost that algorithm, if you don't mind. Also show some love to the moderators: Ultra Shot 97 5-star Heart, Elias Ademi, New Japan Pro Wrestling Girl, Big GM, and of course Khalil does everything, who help keep this a safe space for wrestling fans like you. Love all the YouTube members, love all this green that I'm seeing in the live chat. But I'm going to start from the very top. We're going to get these shout outs in. So thank you to the following people. We got, right off the bat, Dulcie Chatham, Project Santi, King of Heko Mundo. Of course, you already know him. Nickname the Super Chat champ in his house, Dylan Danger. Dylan says, what a banger match between Adam Cole, baby, and MJF. We got Mojo Jojo in his house, Marcus E. I think I see Ultra Voltage Speedster. Say that 5 times fast. Ultra Voltage Speedster. TK heard the complaints, and by God, he cooked tonight. Man, he put some pepper on it. He put some salt on it. And man, that was good. That was delicioso. We got JJ, who let the dogs out? Who says this Dynamite show easily one of the best shows ever. Wow. Yes, it's definitely one of the best Dynamites I've seen. The best so far this year, that's for sure. Page Enthusiast says, y'all better get it together, WWE. Because AEW ain't playing games with y'all. Ain't playing with your asses. From Browntown, Mr. Robert Brown Higurashi says, I got surgery, so I'm on short-term disability, don't lie. Oh, man. Well, speedy recovery to you, man. That sucks. Only enjoyment is in anime and wrestling, looks like. I get to watch a wrestling straight for a month, and of course, anime. My dude, what a time for you to watch wrestling. What a time for you to become an AEW fan. You don't need to turn on Monday nights. You don't need to turn on Friday nights. What you need to do, keep Wednesday night open, 7 to 9. Keep your Saturday nights open. If you can't do Saturday nights, I understand. Keep your DVR open. Keep your DVR on at least for Saturday nights. Catch it on Sunday. I promise you. We can't even go out. Never mind. Keep your Saturday nights open, 7 to 9. You are going to enjoy beautiful nights of wrestling when it comes to AEW. Man, Mr. Anthony White says best Dynamite of the year, period. He ain't playing with y'all. That boy said, period. And let's do 2 more. John Bill II, and of course, one of my personal favorites, Wrestle Spider. Ooh, that boy hit them high notes. Didn't watch tonight. Good to know it was great. My boy, Wrestle Spider, if you DVR'd it, turn that shit on now. Turn it on. I'm not trying to tell you what to do, but turn it on. Man, what a show. What a show. I loved it, man. Thank you all so much for being here. We're going to go ahead and pause super chats. I said we were going to do this quickly. I'm not going to keep this intro, the preliminary stuff, any longer than it is. We are going to get right to it in just a second. Let me see something real quick. I want to be sure my phone is silent. Alright. We good. The phone is silent. I think it's time. Let's start things off with a pretty crazy story. A report involving former AEW producer BJ Whitmer. Now, you remember him from Ring of Honor. I think the tag team he was a part of, if I'm not mistaken, I'm not too sure it's correct, but he's a former tag team champ. I think he was actually with Jimmy Jacobs, right? He was a part of at least a stable involving Jimmy Jacobs. But here's what Wrestling Inc. has to say. Here's what he had to say. He being, who wrote this article? Ben Salvario. Here we go. Says here, BJ Whitmer has been terminated by All Elite Wrestling. The former Ring of Honor Tag Team Champion has been employed as a producer at Tony Khan's company since 2019 and has been working with a number of competitors on the roster, specifically the women's division. But he was released today due to a June 4th arrest in Kentucky on charges of first-degree strangulation and second-degree burglary. Yikes. Here's what AEW said on their Twitter. It says here, Whitmer has been terminated following his arrest on domestic violence charges. While talent and staff are ultimately responsible for their own personal actions, this behavior is intolerable within AEW. AEW has reached out to offer support to those impacted by his behavior. Though he was released from his contract today, Fightful reports that a $25,000 bond was set with Whitmer bound to a grand jury from his incarceration. Wow. As for his charges, they indicate that he caused injury to an individual by choking them and committed non-residential robberies. What the hell is wrong with this guy? That's what they got so far. What was interesting is that to replace him, Tony Khan said, all right, if I'm going to lose BJ, I'm going to upgrade myself. I'm going to upgrade to someone with the mind of a psychopath. But you already know, people who are psychotic up here are geniuses in real life. He upgraded to Jimmy Jacobs, ladies and gentlemen. Jimmy Jacobs is a former WWE writer. He actually helped produce the feud between Chris Jericho and Kevin Owens. Remember the segment where Kevin Owens attacked Chris Jericho? Remember the list? You just made the list! Man, there was a lot of things Jimmy Jacobs was responsible for. That I'll say it. I think he helped make Monday Night Raw very watchable. He helped make Raw watchable, and then he got released in 2017 because he wore, I don't even think he wore anything. I think he just went outside to take pictures with the Bullet Club, because the Bullet Club was outside the arena during a Raw episode. He went out there to take pictures with them, and he got fired because of it. He's been working with Impact Wrestling ever since. Until now. Fightful Select has reported that Jimmy Jacobs has finished up with Impact, and he is working full-time. He started today. He's working full-time with AEW Dynamite. So, let me just say this. When it comes to BJ Whitmer, I do not tolerate abuse of any kind. We live in a world now where you don't have to take anybody's shit anymore. Keep this in mind. Back in the 70s, 60s, maybe even 50s, the asshole boss was common. They bit, grin, did whatever they had to do to come home, make their money, pay their families. Now keep this in mind. Back then, in the 60s, 70s, and 80s, you can literally pay off your house and live off of doing one job. You can't do that nowadays. So back then, you tolerated some stuff. Modern day age, you don't need to tolerate that crap. You don't have to deal with abuse in your homes. You don't have to deal with abuse in the workplace. You don't have to deal with people making you feel less than. We have reached a point in society where that is not necessary anymore. And if you are someone, man, female, young, old, who feels the need to put your hands, especially if you're a man, putting your hands on a woman, I have no sympathy for you. If you are somebody that feels like they had to do that to feel in control, so you don't feel insecure, to make yourself feel better, because you are a miserable piece of garbage, because you hate yourself, and you need to put your hands on your significant other, your wife, your girlfriend, your children, whatever the hell, your husband sometimes, so you can feel better then? So you can look at yourself in the mirror and go, that's a good ass person? Because, you know, you're a tough guy putting your hands on people. Get your ass to jail immediately. Because you're sick. AEW made the right call getting rid of him. And you're not going to see me lose sleep over BJ Whitmer. I don't even give a shit about him. I didn't give a shit about him before all this. So you already know. If they lock him up and throw away the key, good. Bye. Strangulation? I'm sorry. I'm someone that believes that men are just genetically stronger than men. Stronger than women. Well, there are some men that are genetically stronger than, the average man. But I meant to say women. I'm not saying women should get free hits on you or whatever. You can do self-defense. But there is no need to go out of your way to strangle a woman. There is no need. Even if a woman is aggressive with you. Like with Dana White, when I saw him smack his wife, I was like, you little bitch. Oh, she hit him first. Yeah, I know. But it is one of those things where I'm like, dude, you didn't. Come on, man. It's a woman. It's a woman. You are physically stronger than you. You are physically stronger than her. She didn't have a knife on you. She didn't have a gun. I don't feel sorry for anyone who got themselves in trouble by putting their hands on a woman. You will never see me lose sleep. You will never see me defend. You will never see me even give a damn about someone like a BJ Whitmer. So good riddance. And welcome to the Pat, Jimmy Jacobs. Honestly, what a replacement. What an upgrade for AEW. He is going to take this company to heights that it hasn't been before, and I'm excited about it. So yeah, that's my thoughts on Mr. BJ Whitmer. Get your ass to prison and stay there. Throw away the key, because you're garbage. Are we ready? I said, are you to review AEW Dynamite, June 14th, 2023. One of the best episodes that I personally have seen. I cannot believe how good this show was. Like, I'm literally going through the show again in my head, and I'm trying to pick out what was a dip, what sucked. Well, nothing. Number one. But it's like, even when you think there's gonna be a dip, they always got something. There's something on the screen each and every single time. And all of it's engaging. This is the type of show that I want to see from AEW on a regular basis. Am I going to get this type of show every single week? No. Sadly. I want it every single week. But when you do get it, you are reminded why AEW is what is easily the biggest alternative to WWE. Why this company is able to pack out Wembley Stadium, 65K and counting. Why this company can go to arenas, can go to stadiums, and actually do a pretty big number because of shows like this. Props to everybody on this episode. Every wrestler, referees, commentary, fans, Washington, D.C. Love this crowd. A show can be made or broken by a crowd. This crowd was insane. And because of their energy, they were able to make the show a lot more entertaining. So I loved it. So it's just a great show. A great show all around. Props to Washington, man. All right. Y'all ready? Let's talk about it. Right off the bat, we opened up with Adam Cole, baby, versus MJF in an AEW World Title Eliminator match. So it's not for the World Championship. What it is a match where if Adam Cole beats MJF, he can then challenge for the title. So, full transparency, before we even talk about it, I didn't like the fact that they made it an Eliminator match. I was kind of hoping it would be a championship match. Because to me, if you beat the champion, and I have this exact same viewpoint for WWE as well. I don't like non-title matches with champions. And then you have the champions lose. I think that's just stupid and formulaic, and it doesn't get anybody over. I didn't want Adam Cole to beat MJF just to get a title shot. I think that's dumb. I don't like that. If Adam Cole is going to beat MJF, he should be champion. Some people might say, well, that's how it's always been. I don't give a damn if that's how it's always been. I think that's dumb. I don't like that booking. When you beat the champion, you beat him clean, you should be champion. Period. End of story. But I will say, in this instance, it made it feel that much more special. Because there was a side of me, as the match continued, where I went from, Adam Cole is going to win in this match, but then he'll lose the world title match. You know what I mean? I wasn't that invested. As the match went on, and you see the storytelling, you see them beating the piss out of each other. You're seeing the chops. You're seeing the super kicks. You're seeing MJF just get more nervous and more nervous and more nervous. You're seeing Adam Cole sell. You're seeing Adam Cole put on what I thought was an NXT black and gold takeover 2017 to 2020 performance. This felt like an NXT takeover match. We forget Adam Cole at one point in time, actually still was one of the best performers in wrestling. There was a period of time where that wasn't the case because he did slow down a little bit because of injuries. But tonight was the night we were reminded of how fucking next level Adam Cole is. Oh, this match. And I mean this. This match was the first time in Adam Cole's run And even with Bryan Danielson, I didn't feel this way. I wanted Bryan to win. I really did. I wanted Bryan to win, but I knew he wasn't. This is the first time in MJF's run. Did I say Adam Cole? Excuse me. This is the first time in MJF's run and Adam Cole's run that I said, you know what? I'm okay with MJF losing that belt. I even said it. When the match came to the close, and you see Adam Cole hit the Panama Sunrise, that Canadian destroyer, after the referee stopped MJF from using the ring. Love the referee, by the way. What's his name? Bryce what? I forgot his name. Is it Rensburg? Rensburg. Bryce Rensburg. There it is. Anyways, loved everything about the MJF trying to cheat. I even loved the spot where they did a play on Eddie Guerrero, where MJF threw the belt at Adam Cole and then fell down as if Cole was going to get disqualified when the referee stood up. But the referee didn't stand up. And so MJF gave Adam Cole the belt, and Cole said, "You dumb bitch." And I love that. And Adam Cole used the belt. He used the belt. It was great. It was awesome. And then I was like, you know what? I hope Adam Cole wins. And I hope he gets the title shot. And I hope he beats MJF. By the end of the match, I had flipped. I was like, you know what? Nah. Let's do this. Let's do it. Have Adam Cole win and have him beat MJF for that title at Forbidden Door. That was my initial thought before the ending of the match. Then the ending happened. You see the crowd on their feet. They're going crazy. They are loud. You hit the Panama Sunrise. You see Adam Cole hit the boom, drop the boom. Referee counts 1, 2. Bing, 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 bing. You're like, what? Who rung the bell? What happened? Time limit draw. And you're like, no. And to me, I was like, oh, that's beautiful. This is better than the time limit draw that Jon Moxley and Pac did. Remember that one? This is better than, I thought this was better than the Bryan Danielson and Kenny Omega draw. I mean that. This draw was the first time I went, that might have been the best way to book this type of match. And honestly, I gotta bow to him. Tony Khan, you did that. It was smart because what you did by setting this up as a eliminator match, you basically create this idea that Adam Cole was going to win. Because, come on now, we've been conditioned to believe anytime you do a non-title match for the champ, and if you beat the champ, you get a title match, you automatically assume, all right, well, you're going to win the eliminator match, right? And then you're going to go on to beat the champion. I don't like that. I hate when champions lose. Tony Khan said, nah, I'm going to set this up so that I can get you at the end. Because of Adam Cole not beating MJF, because this went to a draw, MJF didn't get pinned. You protected your champion. Good. Adam Cole didn't get pinned. He got over because of this screw job. He got over. He had the victory. He basically had MJF beat. It was over. But time limit saved him. So, because of this result, Adam Cole is not going to get a title shot yet. But it is going to happen. And here's where we get controversial. You ready for the controversial take? Everyone is predicting MJF to retain in the second match, because there will be a second match. Adam Cole will fight MJF. I'm going to assume at All In, if not All Out. It's going to happen. Probably, if I'm going to guess, probably All In. Because that feels right. In my personal opinion, everyone that's thinking MJF is going to win and retain, this is the match that you need to swerve him. Not this time. I'm calling it now. I'm going to call it. Whether I'm right or wrong, I'm going to call it. Adam Cole beats MJF. He ends the reign. Now, you could turn around and give MJF that belt right back at All Out. Why not? MJF is not Roman Reigns. He doesn't need to go 1,000 days undefeated. You can have MJF lose and then win the title right back. Who cares? Who cares? I think this is just how I feel. We're in a great position to where we can do a couple of hot potato runs with MJF. He should lose to Adam Cole. He should lose clean to Adam Cole and then cheat to get it back. But Adam Cole needs to win. Let's get something straight. Adam Cole, because of what he went through, ever since he came back earlier this year, I've been feeling like this is the right call. This is the right direction for him. The fans want it. He's hot right now, man. He's hot. He's on fire. I say you do it. Pull the trigger. Adam Cole, baby. Your new AEW World Champion at All In. Pull the trigger. Do it. You don't have to do it, but I implore you to do it. That, to me, is the right call to make. Do you disagree? Or do you agree? Let me know. But, man, that was an NXT TakeOver opener. I feel bad that I watched it for free. By the end of this year, I'm serious when I say this. That's going to be a match of the year contender. That's going to be up there. Especially in the top 10. And let's give him his props while he's still champion. MJF. Woo! What a fucking run he has had. MJF might have so far the best world title run out of anybody in wrestling right now. Every match that he has had has been absolute classics. Bryan Danielson, classic. Fatal 4-Way, classic. His match against Adam Cole tonight, classic. Fantastic match. The fantastic match with Ricky Starks. This man can do no wrong. Every match that he's had has been absolutely amazing. He's one of my favorite champions. But by the end of the year, he's going to be champion of the year. And I love Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns 1,000 days, awesome. But nah, sorry, Roman. Sorry. MJF. MJF's going to be champion of the year. Might be wrestler of the year, quite frankly. He's already... Shit. Tell me someone else who wouldn't be wrestler of the year. He's bringing storytelling back, man. Such an awesome, awesome opener. And just when you thought you were going to get a chance to breathe, you don't. Because a hype reel of CM Punk shows up. CM Punk was on the show via a reel, but he was on the show tonight. And he said, I have a lot to get off my chest. See you on Saturday. So it looks like I'm going to have to do a reaction. I'm going to have to do a reaction to CM Punk's promo. From what I'm hearing, and we can already get to it, let me go ahead and pull up the announced. Let me see. Oh, here we go. We pull up the announced matches for this Saturday. So CM Punk is going to be in Chicago. And we already knew they were going to do this match. The trios match. The thing is, I've been meaning to talk about this too. I did a video about it already, so I'm not going to go over it. AEW tends to rely too heavily on their big names like CM Punk. We've reached a point now where you got to have a card ready. So I'm happy that at least the week of, we went ahead and announced other matches. So we're going to be doing Andrade. Yes, that's right. El Idolo versus Buddy Matthews. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's such good shit. Literally. Miro's in action. Freaking TNT Championship. Wardlow versus Luchasaurus. Wardlow did take on Jack the Wagger. Excuse me, Jake Hager. That match was good. Honestly, the best part of that match was R. Anderson and Brock Anderson taking out the JAS. That was awesome. And then afterwards, you had that botched promo where there was no sound. Christian and Luchasaurus. It was awesome. I loved it. But you still got to hear them announce Luchasaurus and Wardlow. Oh, that's gonna be good. Because they had a match before during the pandemic, and this is their rematch. These two men are about to cook. They about to cook. We gonna eat. And then the other match, I think, involves the women. We'll talk about that later when we talk about the women. But man, that card already looks stacked. I can't wait. I already said earlier today, same video, that Chicago's going to be fine. When it comes to Collision, Chicago's going to sell out. I can already tell you based off of the card they got, it's really about to sell out. There ain't going to be no tickets left. Whatever they got lined up, whatever seats they got available, they about to go. I can't wait for it. So that's going to be fun. But with it being on Saturday, each show has to be a banger. And so far, we're off to a good start. So I'm happy he announced it. I do hope that we get more matches announced for upcoming shows. So that's going to be very, very important. But back to the review, if you don't mind. Love that. Sammy Guevara. Sammy Guevara was interviewed by Renee. They talk about him being a father. And him and Ty Mello, his wife, Ty. They announced that they are having a child, and the child is a girl, a baby girl. Oh, that's so cool. I'm so happy for Sammy. That's cool. And then he announced that one day he's going to have a baby in one arm, and then the world title in the other arm. And that's when Darby Allin comes out. Darby Allin comes out and he says, "Hey, it sounds like the crowd likes you." Sammy was getting cheered tonight, but he was also getting boos. It was a mixed reaction. Strong mixed reaction, but a mixed reaction. Some people just don't like Sammy. They just refuse to like Sammy. But by the end of this segment, they were in love with Sammy. Because Darby Allin told Sammy, "My dude, you're awesome, you're great. But are you going to stay on your own 2 feet? Or are you going to live in the shadow of JAS?" You see, me and Sting, we view each other as equals. And he tells Sammy, he doesn't have to answer right now, but I think he knows the answer. And that's when Chris Jericho comes out. Chris Jericho is pissed. He's like, "How dare you?" He sounds like Vince McMahon. "How dare you? How dare you try to break up me and Sammy?" And you see Chris Jericho meet with Sammy. And he's like, "Man, look, where have you been? You haven't been talking to me? You know, you were in that world title match. You probably would have won if you called me." And Sammy's like, "You know what? You didn't call me either. You wouldn't have lost twice to Adam Cole if that was the case." Ooh. Damn. That stung. And it did. It stung hard. And then you start to see the dissension. The dissension is starting to happen now. Sammy's starting to break away. And this is when the crowd starts to finally, they actually start to start feeling Sammy as a babyface now. And to me, this is the ultimate feud for Sammy. Because his career, his entire run has been spent around Chris Jericho, the Inner Circle, JAS. So for him to move on, he has to have this feud. He has to beat the teacher. But before we get to that feud, before we get to that feud, we got a match to talk about. So next week, and it has been announced, finally for the first time, it's going to be Sammy Guevara and Chris Jericho versus Darby Allin and Sting. Now, some of you don't know this, but Sting and Chris Jericho, they've never wrestled before. I'm serious. Sting and Chris Jericho have never wrestled before. Never. This will be the first time that Chris Jericho and Sting cross paths. I know. Chris Jericho's in his 50s, Sting is in his 60s, and they've never wrestled each other. And we're going to get it for the first time next week. Oh! That's what I'm talking... Y'all. Man, screw Raw. Screw Raw, screw SmackDown. Like, come on now. Sting and Chris Jericho next week. What? That alone, that sells Dynamite for me. I'm already there. That's awesome, man. First time ever tag team match involving Chris Jericho and Sting for the first time wrestling each other. Like, what? AEW's on something, man. AEW's on something. Sonata. Y'all went, what? Sonata. Who that? Sonata is the IWGP World Heavyweight Champion from New Japan Pro Wrestling. He had a video package. And he was all like, hey, what up? I want to fight somebody. Find me someone to fight. And I'll accept their open challenge at a forbidden door. Well, Mr. Sonata, let me pull up his picture. Mr. Sonata, that's him right there, didn't have to wait long before everyone's favorite, a Jungle Boy, Jack Perry, answered his challenge. Then his black coat. And then he turned to his friend Hook and told him, yo, Hook, you my friend. And you know what that means, right? Anytime in wrestling, when someone goes, you my friend, that basically means he about to turn on him. Jungle Boy's gonna turn heel. He should. But that match against Sonata, that match is gonna be good. It's gonna be good. I can't wait, man. I can't wait. It's gonna be such a good match. Seriously, it's gonna be a banger. After banger. After banger. After banger. Of a pay-per-view. We still got more matches to be announced this week. Apparently, they're going to add more matches on Collision. One in particular that I cannot wait. I'm not even going to talk about it. I just need to hear it. It's one of those matches when you see the reports of it, you're like, okay, I'm going to wait and see. But I hope you're right. So let's get to this 8-man tag. Before we talk about it, we need to address something. Look at this. See that hidden no on the picture? So that appeared on the show. And at first I was like, is that a glitch? That's weird. That I didn't pay no mind to it. But everyone was just kind of like, what the hell is that? But then, shout out to Jesse. Check this out. It happened before. See that? Yes, no. So then I was like, wait a minute. Is this a storyline? Is this a debut? Huh. I wonder who that is. What do y'all think? Seriously, what do y'all think? Mogul Embassy didn't even get an entrance. They got the jobber entrance. Oops. To save time. But Keith Lee did. Orange Cassidy did. Sting and Darby Allin were already out there. This match was wild. This was a freaking pure chaos match. Everyone just basically got in the ring and did crazy suicide dives. Double teams. Keith Lee didn't quite land on the sunset flip counter. But it is what it is. He's cool. I mean, it is what it is. You don't always land those flips. He'll probably do it right next time. But man, that match was pure chaos. Absolute craziness. Everybody shined. So Orange Cassidy, Keith Lee, Sting, and Darby Allin do beat the Embassy. And then we go backstage to Orange Cassidy walking up to Renee, and Renee asking him, so, like, there's no one to challenge you for Forbidden Door. And then Orange is like, well, you know, some people just usually walk up. Oh, here we go. Freaking Zack Sabre Jr. Zack Sabre Jr. walked up, and he said, hello. Hello, mate. He actually did say that. And then next thing you know, here comes Daniel Garcia. You're like, why are you here? Why are you here? No one cares. And then, oh, you know what? Since I have a friend, how's about we do a tag match next week? Orange Cassidy's like, you know what? Yeah, let's do that. Let's do a tag match. It's going to be you, Daniel Garcia, and you, Zack Sabre Jr., against me and Katsuyori Shibata. Shibata. Man, Shibata. Next week in a tag match. Man, Dynamite. It's cooking, man. And it's just a night of tag team matches, apparently. Cause guess what? After that, the ass boys, we them ass boys, bah, bah. Yeah, we them ass boys, bah, bah. Them ass boys challenged the Hardy Boys to a match. Okay. I'm feeling next week. Next week is gonna be good. So lots of tag teams just being announced. Tag team matches being announced. We already said Wardlow is going to be challenging freaking Luchasaurus on Saturday, so we don't have much to talk about there. Let me see here. Skye Blue, my girl Skye Blue, took on Toni Storm. When she won her match on Rampage, I was like, "Is that the match you sure you want to do?" And then I saw the match and went, "Yeah, that's the match we should have done." Skye Blue. Why is it that she's getting better every time I see her? She's getting progressively better each and every single time she enters that ring. She is hot and great inside the ring. That girl is... Who here watches RJ City? It's a interview show on AEW's YouTube page by RJ. Hilarious. He did an interview with Skye Blue where she revealed she set a Catholic kid on fire. I love her. Marry me. Because you set my heart on fire. Baby, my heart's on fire. Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my ragged girl. Oh, baby, tell me. Oh, tell me I'm your own. Ba, 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 ba. Hey, you know what I mean? Like, this match was great. It was awesome. Like, it was fast-paced. They had good chemistry. But unfortunately, it was 1 against 2. Rip Soho helped Toni Storm get the victory over Skye Blue. Although Skye kicked out of the Storm Zero, that was nice, but then tapped out to the Cloverleaf. Ooh. But that's alright, because Willow Nightingales came out to save her. And that was nice. She got a big pop for that. Oh man. Match was good. Match was really good. Hold on for a minute. Yes? Thank you. Okay, here we go. So, main event? Let me see. I want to be sure I don't skip anything. Let me know if I skip anything, y'all. I think that's everything, right? We talked about the MJF and Adam Cole. I don't think we need to go over anything else. Sammy, CM Punk, Sting, Chris Jericho, the Fatal 4-Way, the 8-man tag, them ass boys, Jake losing to Wardlow, challenging Luchasaurus on Saturday. We talked about the no graphic Zack Sabre Jr., Orange Cassidy. Oh my God, so much that happened on this show. Plus a tag team, Shibata and Orange taking on Daniel and freaking Zack. Skye and Toni was awesome. Jungle Boy accepting Sonata's challenge. Yeah, main event time. Main event was the Blackpool Combat Club versus the Hung. So, I think it's funny to me when you can put some innuendos with your tag teams, but apparently Hangman Page and the Young Bucks were going to call themselves the Hung Bucks. And they were then told they can't use that name because it was sexually suggestive and atomically misleading. Because they got big dicks. Anyways, pause. Now, the main event. This match was awesome. I loved it. I loved their match at the pay-per-view, so I already knew this was going to be great. Oh, I wasn't disappointed. Corkscrews, moonsaults, tope con giros, lucha libre, all kinds of stuff. Super kicks, elbows, fucking uppercuts from Cesaro, Claudio, Wheeler Yuta in there doing some sweet-ass submissions. But when it was all said and done, the Hung Bucks won with a buckshot lariat to Wheeler Yuta. So you're thinking, all right, well, we got like a good 5 minutes left. What's getting ready to happen? Who's going to come back? Now, I was like, where Kota Ibushi at? Where he at? And I'm thinking, it's going to happen because you got to have Konosuke go out there to catch stuff, right? Well, even better. We're going to save Kota for next Sunday. But tonight, we got two returns. We got Eddie Kingston. We see the BCC starting to beat up the freaking the Young Bucks and Hangman. And then here comes Eddie Kingston. Crowd pop for him. Gets in the ring, starts beating up Claudio, starts beating up Wheeler, but then he turns to Jon Moxley. He's like, I can't hit my friend. Then the Young Bucks try to attack Jon, and Eddie pushes off the Young Bucks, saying, wait a minute. It's my friend. Put your hands on my friend. What you doing? Get your hand off my friend. God. And then you see the dissension between him and Jon Moxley. Then they start getting each other's faces, you know. And then that's when Konosuke comes out, and I'm like, ooh, is this it? Konosuke comes out, lays out, Eddie lays out the guys, and then here comes Kenny Omega. Kenny Omega runs out, gets a big pop, and then he's fighting Konosuke. They're beating each other up, and then, of course, the Elite come in to start beating up Konosuke, only for Will Ospreay to hit the ring and knock the fuck out of Kenny Omega. Man, he hit him with that hidden blade. A hidden blade. And knocked his ass out. Beautiful. And apparently, guess what? Will Ospreay is going to be wrestling on Rampage. Cool. I ain't watching. I'll check it out on YouTube. But I ain't watching live. Suck it. Anyways, yeah, Rampage was Rampage this week is probably going to be pretty dope from what I'm seeing. But for the most part, man, I'm gonna say it. This was one of the best Dynamites all year. This was fucking great. This is great, man. I'm gonna be remembering this show for a long time. It's one of those Dynamites you watch it and you go, oh, I'm not gonna forget this show anytime soon. Oh, I'm not gonna forget this. This was one of the best Dynamites I've ever seen, and I really do mean that, top to bottom. It was a joy to watch. It was a banger of an episode. It set up a lot of things for Collision, for Forbidden Door, for Dynamites, for the future. Adam Cole and MJF, when they do the rematch, it's going to be fucking phenomenal. Love this. Screw Raw. Screw SmackDown. I'm tired of WWE. I'm tired of the Vince McMahon show. AEW's back. AEW's back! And better than ever, it's back and making things better. Tell me when I'm telling lies. All right, man. That's my review of AEW Dynamite. Let me get your thoughts about the show in the live chat. I'm going to turn Super Chats back on. You guys have the floor. It's your show now. What y'all think? What y'all think, man? I'm very curious to know what y'all have to say. What a show. I agree, Shaq. What a show. Someone said, that Jimmy Jacobs is writing? Yes, that Jimmy Jacobs. The one from Ring of Honor. That Jimmy Jacobs. Welcome to AEW, Jimmy Jacobs. Crazy to know. Great pickup. Really good pickup by AEW. Isaac, that's what Vince McMahon did, and he can still slide by whether he feels guilty or not. Oh, he abused women like BJ Whitmer did? I agree. They're both cut from the same cloth. Fuck them both. Project Santi is praising, just going crazy. Crazy from All In, doing 65K without one match announced. That's really cool. SV Toko saying, we hear from Japan. Much love from Japan. Thank you. All the way across the world? Thank you. Thank you for being here. Anthony White, for those that said this is a t-shirt company or a pissant company, it's 2023. We are past that at this point. AEW proves they are here to stay, and they are kicking WWE's ass. Man, that match between Adam Cole and MJF was crazy, man. Let me get your thoughts about that. And Adam Cole almost had him. I agree, JJ. He almost had him. Joseph Winter says a draw was smart. It was brilliant. I didn't even think that we would get a draw. I was thinking Adam Cole was going to beat MJF. No, we got a draw, and even I was like, that was smart. So smart by Tony Khan. Do I think Adam Cole will be MJF's next opponent? I did forget about something. I forgot to talk about MJF No, I didn't. I mentioned that MJF was going to take on Tanahashi, right? Okay, never mind. I thought I was going to forget about that. I did mention that. Okay. Well, he's going to take on Tanahashi for Forbidden Door. We'll get back to Adam Cole probably around All In, which is where it should be. Not to mention the ringing didn't start until Bryce's arm was halfway to count 3. Perfect timing. Perfect timing. FTR and CM Punk. CMFTR this Saturday. I agree. Chris Jericho versus Sting for the first time, man. That's wild. That's wild, man. I'm more excited about Chris Jericho versus Sammy. That's going to be a great feud. Those two are going to tear the house down, man. This is all so goddamn good, man. Yeah, Sting and Chris Jericho can probably have an awesome one-on-one match. Do that match at All In or All Out, whenever you want to do it. It'd be great. Oh yeah, the heel turn is coming for Jungle Boy. They already laid it out. But Jungle Boy taking on freaking Sonata should be amazing. Ooh, yeah, I'm looking forward to Andrade versus Buddy Matthews. That's going to be phenomenal. They're going to have an amazing match. Oh, why are we talking about Bray Wyatt for? Who cares? Sorry, he's not here right now. Skye Blue, yeah, tremendously improved. Her in-ring skills have gotten so much better in the short time she's been on TV. Neat women's matches for Forbidden Door, though. Toni Storm versus Kairi. Willow Nightingale versus Mayu. Maybe Chris Statlander versus Utami. We'll get those announced. It's coming. Remember, we still got Saturday to announce more matches, so it's not done yet. But we gonna get there. Do I think the yes no letters are Bray Wyatt? Nah. Orange Cassidy is also one of the contenders for Champion of the Year. Yeah, he is, but I'm gonna give it to MJF. That's just how I feel. Jungle Boy and Alexander Black. Alexander Black? You mean Malachi Black? Or Aleister Black? Who's Alexander Black? Do I think FTR and CM Punk win the trios match on Saturday? No. I think Joe's gonna take it. I think the story of Samoa Joe winning all his matches against CM Punk, that's gonna be the story going forward. That's what I think. Yeah, I'm excited about CM Punk on Saturday. Yeah, so that's gonna do it for me. I guess the next live is SmackDown, but after SmackDown, SmackDown. God damn, man, it's like WWE just sucks. We got the Bloodline on Saturday, so it wouldn't be that bad, but still, God, the show sucks now. Okay. Anyways, we got Friday Night SmackDown. We'll do that review, and then Saturday I'll be up here. Like I said, the first two I'll do live. I'm gonna skip the one after that because of Money in the Bank. But then when they go to Calgary for the finals of the Owen Hart tournament, I'll be back up here again to do the live. So we got those matches and those shows to look forward to. So I'm casually waiting to do that. I don't know. It's just AEW is just such a better show overall than WWE. I don't give a damn what the numbers might tell you in terms of ratings, what the viewership tells you. This show is just better. It actually cares about you. It cares about stories. It cares about the talent. It cares about the characters. It cares about giving you the best product ever. WWE doesn't care because you got this old, out of touch, old fuck ruining things. And I'm sick and tired of pretending his shit is good. His shit don't stink. His shit stinks. And I'm sick of it. AEW is kicking Vince's ass. As it should be. So guess where? I'm going to be on Saturday night talking about AEW. And hopefully you'll be there too. So thank you all so much for being you. I do appreciate you for making me a part of your day. As you file out, do all the YouTube things. Like the video, subscribe, and click that bell. Catch all my content when it comes out. Leave a comment. Follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Cameo if you have requests. And donate using PayPal, Patreon, Cashapp, and Venmo. Yeah, let me get out of here, guys. You guys are awesome. Please take care of yourselves. And always know you're welcomed for more right here in Alex's World. So, this is Alyx. Just Alyx signing off. And I'll catch you guys next time. With love. Peace out.